Hello YouTube, it's Phylo here, and today I want to talk to you about the history of a huge video game franchise. A huge franchise that Nintendo has always seemed to steal and put on their platforms. And that franchise is the Metroid franchise. Metroid was invented maybe 10-15 years ago as a game for the GameCube. This video is called the History of Metroid series, called Metroid Prime. It's a GameCube game, as you can tell with the smaller discs. That means they can't put as much data on the discs, so it's a really short game. You can probably beat this game in half an hour. It's terrible, but this was the very first Metroid game. Now a lot of people are like, what about the one for the NES or Super Nintendo? I can't find those games at stores, so I don't think they exist. This is the first one that I could ever find. So what happens in Metroid Prime? It's a total ripoff, a complete ripoff of superior games like Call of Duty and Halo. It's like a first-person shooter. Like here, look at this picture. It's like a first-person mode in that picture, but it's just a ripoff of other better first-person shooters. Terrible graphics, boring gameplay. It's like this: you shoot a door and like wait 20 seconds for it to open, and you go in that door. There'll be 3 enemies in the room. You kill them, and then you just kind of like search for clues by scanning things. Like really? That's it? So after that game, they came out with this one called Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, and the only reason I got this one is because the case is really shiny. They did a good job with that. It's the exact same thing though. There's nothing different about this except for somehow the weapons are different. Your guns are different. You don't shoot the phase beams or whatever. It's like light and dark beams, and then there's a mix. Wouldn't that be called like gray beam or something? I don't know what they call it. I don't remember because this game is just so forgettable. Tons of new power-ups await, including the dark and light beams, which make use of an all-new ammo system. Okay, Metroid Prime 2. So finally they came out with a game for the Y. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, and you'd be thinking, oh, maybe that'd be more interesting because the Y has better games. The disc is bigger. I want to show you guys a comparison of the disc size. As you can see, this one's bigger than Metroid Prime 2. So I thought maybe that would make a better game. It doesn't, though. The game's just as bad. Even with the Y remote, you're like woo, shooting around and trying to boom, 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 boom. It doesn't work. It does not work. So then finally, after all these terrible first-person shooter Halo ripoffs, Nintendo did something right. Chicken salad sandwich. They had a game called Metroid Other M. And this game is the definitive Metroid game. It's the best Metroid game of the series. There is inside of it. This game, the tale of Samus can now be told, because it couldn't be told before because they're just first-person shooter garbage games. This game, it's a third-person view, and it's just like, wow! I was like playing this game. There's great like little cutscenes and everything in it. This is the best Samus Metroid game there is, and it's not even close. It honestly isn't. It's frustrating that it took them this long, over 10 years before this game came out, but that's the history of the Samus games. If you have the chance to play these games, don't play these 3. Just play Metroid Other M. You're welcome for that advice. That's about all I have to say for that. That's the entire history of all the Metroid games of all time. If you find other games that you like, hey Phylo, you forgot this game. They're bootleg, fake games. Don't even pay attention to them. These are the only real ones. So thanks for watching, and I'll be doing plenty more videos soon. Bye.